Good morning, and it is still good, even on a Monday. I've been awake since about 6:30. I'm an early riser, and my wife goes to bed late. Oh boy, talk about that. Now, sniff through both nostrils just to confirm they're both working. Here we go. Okay, that one's good. Little bit of the old post-nasal drip, I think, as I quite often seem to have. I've always wondered if perhaps I might even have a few hay fever symptoms. Thank you for so many views on yesterday, day 47's video. I really appreciate it. I posted a link on Great Yarmouth Mercury. If you're a reader of Great Yarmouth Mercury, you'll see that from yesterday. I can't remember what news story it was on, but I have a couple of haters on Great Yarmouth Mercury's site. I don't know if you two, I don't know if you two, three, four, five, or six, maybe tuning in already. But hi, I just wanted to say hi to my haters. I don't necessarily even hate you, really. I don't think I can. I just think you're sheep. Yeah, you're absolute sheep. You know, as I've said before on videos, don't you realise that that big dog out there, it is actually in league with the farmer, and it's not the fields of green grass you and your family are being led to. It's not the green fields, okay? The guy with the ooh-ah, and that crook type thing that he got out there, yeah, is leading them their sheep to that there abattoir, slaughterhouse, slackhouse, slaughterhouse in German, yeah? So thank you, haters, for all your hate. Thank you for all of your tiny little emojis of, I think they're actually little piles of shit. You make me laugh. Yeah, you make me laugh. I find people like you in all areas of this city, and you're usually right wing bigots who go, oh, we're not racist, but. Yep. Anyway, look, enough of my haters. I am now pretty sure by day 48 that we are getting even closer and closer to that unlock. Yeah. Once that's there, and this is what we're working towards. We're working towards unlock. Gove doesn't seem to sort of gel with the rest of what's being said. The last I heard from Gove, who you've got to admit does look like Pob, if any of you have been into children's TV or whatever, I think Pob sort of stands there with a mouth open like this. And that's a Gove impression. Pob. But Gove seems to think that lockdown has got to remain in place until we find a vaccination. Now, I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, I hinted that maybe very young kids may be sent back to nursery and whatever. I'd even suggested school, by the way, yesterday, looking about the 11th. Yeah, not too sure about that either, because Bozo, the racist clown, is being told, and he will be told, as I always say, by his powerful controllers, yeah, those for whom corporate profits matter more than your life, those for whom corporate profits matter more than the lives of your children, your parents, your grandparents. Those are the ones who, in order to boost corporate profits, as soon as all the shops are open, as I say, there will be a summer sale. Yeah. And that's one of those things that Johnson's getting you all ready to look forwards to, yeah? That summer sale, it's going to be the biggest. It's going to be the sale of the century. Nicholas Parsons. Sale of the century produced in Norwich, I believe. Dear old Nicholas. It's a shame they can't get the ghost of Nicholas Parsons back to produce COVID-19 sale of the century, and I think the music used to go da 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 da. And here's your host, Nicholas Parsons. Well, I think that's going to be an incentive. Yeah, get out there, spend, spend, spend. Infect. Here's a good one for you, by the way. If you happen to be a call centre worker, did my time in call centres, it's a bit like, the song about, now I've done my time in the kitchen at parties. Yeah, now I've done my time in the call centre at Hot Point. Yeah, used to be a call centre worker. They pack 'em in. Pack 'em, stack 'em, pack 'em, and rack 'em. Get 'em as close as possible. Think about aircraft stacked, waiting to land in a holding pattern. Well, call centre workers are generally stacked. We work around little things called pods, so there is a bit of space around us, but most certainly not really 2 metres. And if we have a sneeze, well, we share it, yeah? And you have to talk quick because you have to get through call after call after call after call after call. I feel really sorry for you poor sods working in call centres at the moment, where you are risking your lives just to tell people that the engineer can't call to maintain their appliance because of lockdown. He's not regarded as essential. And then you'll get the customer giving it this with both barrels into whatever ear you've got the headpiece over, and probably nearly deafening you as you have to cope with their selfish demands, yeah, that you send an engineer out now, or I'm coming down where you work and I'm going to beat you up. Yeah. So, quick one. When we're back at work, this leads me into, social distancing is going to be, and I love the words, the words are coming now, they're preparing you for the future. It will be, quote, relaxed. Isn't that great? You see, I love the idea of relaxing something, isn't it? It's like everything's been kind of locked down, it's all been tight. Yeah, and we're gonna open the lid just a little bit. We're gonna let you peek out. Yeah, you can peek out, see a bit of the blue sky and the fresh air, and then we'll close the lid a little bit. Yeah, so we're gonna do it slowly. So, what will be the thing? So far as I can tell, I think from what I read yesterday, Boris is pretty now convinced that 2 metres apart is obviously not going to work because the Germans are sending people back to work and they're getting reinfected even at 2 metres, or they're sending people back out into society. Now, you might actually think that perhaps 2 metres is actually not far enough, yeah? Because if you watch that their video, and I'm sure you've seen it, of how a sneeze spreads in a supermarket from aisle to aisle to aisle, yeah, you'll know that 2 metres isn't enough. Yeah, you'll understand that. Yeah, but of course Boris doesn't want to go. Look, you've got to do more to section off these aisles. You've got to get people to stand even further back. Yeah, Boris doesn't want to do that because how can you honestly do some jobs if you don't get close to people? Yeah, so if you work in call centres, tough. Yeah. And the other one I would say too is many of these people are on 0 hours contracts, yeah? And if you do have those early COVID symptoms, And if you do believe you can't get out of bed and you've got a temperature and you've got all the classic COVID stuff, and if you go through to 111 even and they tell you self-isolate, 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 one, you don't know how long you've had it and been infectious anyway. But two, for crying out loud, you know how 0 hours contract work goes. If you don't take that next 2 hours, if you don't risk yourself, you'll go right to the bottom of the list when it's a call for another job. And then you never know. The DWP will be on your case. You're not working enough hours. Yeah? Do you know the DWP even get on the case of small business owners who are not selling enough stuff? They're on their case straight away. They might run their own small independent business. I know such a person, yeah. And if they're not quite selling enough, DWP are there. Sell more, sell more, sell more. Or we might have to stop some of your support, yeah. So, tell me this. One simple question. Let's say Boris is right and all the kids go back to school on the 26th of May. Yeah, the 26th of May, they all go back. You sending yours? Yeah. Are you sending your kids back? Do you believe a government that will tell you it is safe? A government that constantly lies? A government that even had to double count items to pretend they were reaching targets on PPE? A government who now, with this latest testing thing, send people to testing sites where there are no testers and there are no tests. A government that thinks about sending out a test, which is the next big thing, obviously, and the test flying squads, yeah, well, sending those out, at least sending them out. A test sent out is a test done. Oh, okay. Yeah, fine, great. I wish I could do that with, bills or something, yeah? A bill that I have said is paid, or at least put in the post, counts as a payment credited, yeah? Oh, a payment put in the post counts as a payment credited. Don't you wish you could do that? Because I put loads of payments in the post. Well, wouldn't you? If just putting them in the post means they've been credited. Yeah. Anyway, look, it's been a little bit of a rant, I know. I had to begin with my little group of haters, because in a sense I rather like you. Yeah. I rather like my haters. Oh, I wish I could meet you. I look at your profiles and I make all kinds of judgments, which are probably completely incorrect. But I'd like to meet my haters. Yeah, wouldn't you? It's a bit like Richard Dawkins reads his hate mail, and I'll end with one of the favourite ones from that. He got one once, and it said, "Mr. Dawkins, I hope you are run over and killed by a church van." And it was signed, "Christian, living for Jesus." I'm a Christian, as you know, but I love watching Richard Dawkins reads his hate mail. In fact, I think I'm going to see if I can find some more now, because they absolutely crack me up. Stay safe. It's been nearly 15 minutes. By the way, today would have been my mum's birthday, May the 4th. And I woke up this morning thinking, my mum died a long time ago, but I woke up this morning thinking, love you, Mum. Bye.